We are in the space of developing projects in the mining and infrastructure space throughout Africa. So we will build ports and roads and railways, and we'll also develop mines. I think we've been doing this for the past 15 years now, and we're largely a women-owned group, which is quite rare in our part of the world. What we are finding more and more is, as I was just listening to the gentleman talking, even though I came in a little bit late, that we are finding banks are much more and more open to investing in the kind of projects that we develop. We're also finding that even construction companies are very willing to work with us in taking equity in our projects. And we're also finding that we're fighting between the West and the East to be able to get funders who are very, very keen to come into the continent on projects that have really been fully developed, that have an income stream for a very long time. So we're not struggling, I don't believe, to get funding for good projects. But the issue is that they have to be good, they have to be sustainable, and they have to be able to deliver attractive ROIs for any investor that's coming into the market. We're also moving away from the position that just because a project is in the continent, people should see much more returns than they see elsewhere. I think one of the things that we're looking to say is we're looking for good returns, but they must be commiserate with what's happening internationally and not have Africa give such amazing returns that are not necessarily seen elsewhere. Because one of the things that we're saying is that we're trying to ensure that we're using local labor, we're trying to ensure that we're upskilling our own people so that projects are not expensive, they are at the same cost as everywhere else, and the risk is minimized, as opposed to saying you're paying a whole lot to be able to get good returns because the risk is so high. Our job is really to minimize that risk so that the job, be wherever it is in the world, would be similar to other jobs in the world, because it's important that we really play the role of de-risking projects. So we found that that's really worked very, very well for ourselves.
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.